Hello. So we are back, yeah? Wednesday? Raining outside? It's not a good day. But let's try and fix something, yeah? But this time different. Okay? So what do we have here? We have iPhone 6s. This comes from our other shop, yeah? They try to replace the battery. They also replace the screen, has a brand new screen on it. But the problem is we can see now on the meter, yeah? USB meter there. It's taking nothing, like 0.9 or 9 milliamps, which is it's nothing. It's just dead. Yeah, they did try to replace the battery and charging port and things like that, and it's not working. So let's open this one and let's try to diagnose the thing, yeah? Okay, the other screw is missing. Let's try and replace the TriStar IC because probably that's the problem, yeah? I don't have the tester here. Well, I suppose that's the problem. Let's see if we really need reballing on the chips, yeah? Let's try and check that. Let's check the battery first. Let's see what battery is saying. We can check the voltage first, but probably the battery is dead. Or not. 3.6. Okay, the battery is actually charged. Okay, so the phone should come on. I hate people sticking stickers on the phones, on the screen. Okay, let's see. Okay, the phone is coming on. I didn't know, sorry. Let's plug the charger. And it's still not charging, like 9 milliamps. Let me get another charging port. Okay, so the phone just goes off. Yeah. Let me grab a battery and a charging port, yeah? 1 second. Okay, so let's test with different charging port and different battery. Success Plus. I think that's the best test, you know, checking with different charging port and different battery. You know, what can be better. So let's see if we really need reballing. You have to think, yeah, having a reball, a chip with all the solder balls there, it's proper easy to replace that chip. But you can replace the chip without reballing. And we'll learn to do that today, yeah? So we have a charging port, and we have a battery, yeah? Proper new battery. That's the battery. That's the charging port. Of course, these are Chinese replacements because the Apple, they are not selling parts. So let's feed the charging port. Let's plug it. Okay, let's plug the battery. Okay, let's plug the charger. And it's the same thing, but the phone is coming on. So some things are still working on the TriStar, which is also managing the data input output. Yeah. So when I plug the charger, the phone is coming on. You know what is supposed to happen? It's supposed to happen like when I plug on my phone. Yeah. So check on the USB power meter there. Yeah. 900 milliamps is charging my phone. Yeah. So that's what is supposed to happen on this phone. I plug the charger, I have to see there the charging thing, but it's not charging sign on the screen, and it's not taking any power. So it's not charging with the original charging port from here, and it's not charging with the second one. So it's hard to believe you have like two charging ports with same problem. Okay, but looks like the phone is working fine, but it's not charging. Yeah, that's the issue. It's not charging. It's taking some power from 4 milliamps to 9 milliamps, but there should be like 1 point something amps. Yeah. So I'll remove the charging port. I'll remove the battery. And I'll take the board out. Okay, let's get the screen out. Because I'm sure there are people, they try to use second-hand charging ICs from different phones, and obviously to reball that chip, it's a little bit long, and I know it's no difference. So if you solder that chip and it's working, it's no difference compared with any other chip, like a normal chip. So don't think the chip will get faulty because you didn't reball it. No way. Yeah. What I'm trying to do just to give you a little bit of freedom, because you always will have to do with chips, trying, replacing. Okay. Many times you'll have to swap chips, and which they actually are not faulty, but you just want to swap it to be sure the problem is not from there. just every time to rebuild the chips, which probably you don't have the stencil, yeah. It's, you know, you need a little bit more freedom working with chips. And yeah, it's about the size. The small chips, yeah, you can replace them all without reballing. So how far I go myself once I replace a graphic chip without reballing, yeah, once, and it did work, yeah, obviously, like a small graphic chip, small Nvidia ATI Radeon, I don't remember. It was like few years ago, but just for fun, you know. Be careful with these cables, the tiny thing, yeah, the antenna. That's one, and you have one more here. You have one under the board. But I don't think I ever replace a TriStar chip on iPhone 6s. I replace on any other phone, but not on this one. Sorry, forgot this cable. Okay, yeah, so that's the board. Okay, let's find the chip. Let's take out the shield. The shield is out. Let's have a look under the microscope, yeah? So don't get me wrong, I don't try to reinvent the electronics, yeah? I just try to give you an alternative if you don't have the chip, let's say. Okay. So we do have the TriStar chip here. It is a A3 probably, yeah, it is a A3. Compared with the normal iPhone 6s, it's more easy to be replaced. Yeah, that's the chip. It's a A3 one. Okay, so let's replace this chip without any reballing, yeah? Okay, let me get a different nozzle first. It's nothing to isolate. Let's use a little bit of flux. Flux. We found it. This is an easy one. It's more easy compared with the S6. 6S, sorry. 6S. This is 6S Plus, yeah? And let's get out this chip first. I will use 370 degrees Celsius, half airflow. I try to come with the air from this side to avoid the antenna cables. Yeah, so we get the chip out. It's nothing complicated, that's the chip. Okay, we'll put the chip on one side. Now let's quickly, because the board is still warm, let's clean the solder bolts, yeah? We can clean them or not. We can leave it like that. If you, yeah, you know what? Leave it like that. You know, leave the bolts like that. It's not even important, yeah? Are fine, are not the same, not, but it's still fine, you know? We don't care about that. Or we can clean them if you want. But just leave it. Okay, let's get a chip. Let's get another chip. Just see if it's this one. Yeah, it's A3, yeah, that's the one. So let's get a new chip. Okay. That's the new chip. The new chip comes with the solder bolts made already. Yeah, you can see. It has all the solder bolts. So no problem with that. Let's see if it's a A3 one. It is a A3. Okay, so let's turn around the chip. Come with the solder iron and clean all the bolts, all the solder bolts. I try to don't use flux just to be clean and see. Okay. So now we have a proper clean chip. You can see no solder bolts. Let's try and solder this chip back to the board. We don't even need flux because we have steel flux there on the we have on the board. A3 chip. You know what we can do? We can preheat the board. Just to make the things easily. And just to round the solder bolts from the where the chip must be replaced, yeah? Okay, looks fine, looks fine, looks fine. Let's use a little bit of flux. I will use my flux this time, the Rosin one, because I trust this flux more. Okay, that's my flux. Now let's solder the chip. A3. We'll clean after, yeah? Don't worry about it. Good. Let's leave the chip like that. Let's use a little bit of flux. Same flux. Same one. So the chip just move himself on his place, yeah? Okay? Let's cool it. Let's cool the board. Cool the chip, clean it. Just one thing, yeah? Like what we did right now, yeah? If you have the problem, like let's say the things is not working from the first time, you have to try resolder the chip the second time. Okay, everything looks fine. So let's try now. Let's just plug the charging port. Yeah. Charging port. Let's plug the battery. Let's plug the charger. And how much is taking? Just check there, yeah? 1.4 amps. 1.4. That's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah. So I'm just trying to give you a little bit of freedom. So actually you don't need whatever you see on the other people using, yeah? Like we solder with a 20, no, I think it's 40-pound solder iron, yeah? Like 40 pounds. We use a chip which I took the bolts out. That means you can take the chip from a faulty board. I don't have, you know. I was about to use a second-hand board, but I use all the chips from all my boards, so I use them already. Yeah, and yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, we can test it with the screen. Yeah, yeah, we can put a shield, new shield after. Just want to check with the screen. Because I'm sure many of you guys avoiding doing this kind of jobs. They are saying, you know, we don't have tools. Now let's plug the, let's get the battery. Now let's plug the screen. The screen. And yes, you can replace even the other chips, you know, like bigger chips. This is a small one. This is no way. How do you need like reballing on this chip? Nah, no way. It's a small one. Try and replace a graphic chip without reballing, and you'll understand. You'll get the skill from there. Yeah. But probably I will never do it again. You know, replacing. No. But like normal chips, like up to 1 centimeter, like on one side, one, yeah, you can replace them. No problems. Taking 1.6 amp, the phone is coming on. 1.8, wow, even better. 2 amps with the screen, yeah, is normal. Yeah, so it's working fine. We have the charging sign. Yeah, you can see the charging sign. So everything is fine. Okay, but don't make me dodgy, please. I heard this word so many times. The Christmas is coming. We have to be better, you know. But yes, if you want, like, if you don't know what's the problem. Of course, I want to be sure if I replace a chip to be 100% sure that chip is perfectly soldered and the problem is not from there. You can't be sure when you are solder the chips without reballing, you know, especially big chips. Not like that. This is a small one. This is no way, no way. How can I do reballing on this one? There's no way. This is a small chip. Even like bigger chips like Touch IC chip. No, you can do it without reballing. No problems. You have to think logically. Yeah, what happened? So actually, the chip is not like that. Compared with the board, is like that because you'll have a bump on the chip, a bump on the board. So the things will still get soldered, but of course, the distance from the chip to the board is different. Okay, but that doesn't change anything, you know. It's more easy if you have like a chip with solder balls. It's easy. It's easy. But it's not about easy, it's about where we are using what we have. What about if you don't have a brand new chip with solder balls there? There's no reason to say no. No. We just carry on like usual, okay? Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you like the video. And see you on the next one, yeah? Okay? Bye.